In 2020, Doom 64 is brought to modern platforms. I already touched on that in a previous video, so if you want to watch that, I highly recommend doing so before watching this video. This is more of a follow-up video to the Doom 64 and Hectic videos, I guess part 3. This will also be the last Doom 64 video I make for now, but don't forget to subscribe because the next video will be about the Doom plus Doom 2 port of the two games. So when Doom 64 finally released in 2020, Nightdive Studios went ahead and made a small expansion for the game called The Lost Levels, and was intended to continue the story of Doom 64. This expansion brings a total of 7 brand new levels in this modern version, 6 main levels, and 1 secret fun level you can access through the features menu. These levels aren't presented to you right away. You either have to beat the main game or complete the super secret level Hectic, and then you can play them. Now with all of that out of the way, let's hop into these levels. The order of the levels goes like this. If I am not mistaken, this is the only level that doesn't take place in Hell out of the whole expansion. This level mostly consists of metal and poison liquid. Out of all the levels, this one seems to be the blandest color-wise. The red key on its own is about a majority of the level. You need it to get access to the blue key that you see at the spawn. After you get the blue key, you make your way to the right teleporter and enter this room with a blue door and yellow door. Getting the yellow key is mostly straightforward, but I don't know if I did something wrong because all I did was walk behind this wall and the platform with the yellow key lowered. Other than that, it was a pretty fun level. The coolest start out of all the levels visually. You spawn in this blood pool to kind of fit the name of the level, signifying that you've made your way back to hell. You are the evil sacrifice, and the day just got worse for the demons. I died the most on this level because of this dumbass room with the pain elementals, still hate them. Now I will say, the chain gun and rockets really carried me through this one. Lots of open space to keep a distance for your rockets, and a lot of weaker enemies that the chain gun just absolutely mows through. The courtyard area has this shootable switch puzzle that gives you the BFG. Oh hell yeah. And then the level ends with this cool encounter with imps and a baron. Another smaller map that looks to be more like a smaller castle-like structure in a colder part of hell. The only highlight to this level is getting the blue skull key. It's a little switch puzzle where you have to match the symbols seen at the start of the room in the same order that they are presented. Clear the room and 3 walls will drop. Once you match all the images, the platform will lower and give you the blue skull key. The ending encounter is another cool one too, with the Hell Knights, Baron, and Arachnotron. I played through this on the Bring It On difficulty, so that is what spawned for me. I'm sure it's a crazier encounter on harder difficulties. The map shares a very similar visual style and layout with some other maps in the base game like Altar of Pain and Unholy Temple. I like it though. While it mostly shares the same visuals as Cold Grounds, this one's a little more red. I like this one more than Cold Grounds though. Getting the blue skull key is a well-designed trap with arrows and a crusher that comes down when the doors open so you can leave in time before it gets you. It won't kill you though, but it does make your run a tad bit harder. There are a lot of Actotrons in this level too, probably the most I've seen in the whole game other than the secret fun level. I also do not recommend using rockets in this level because a lot of it is very close quarters. It is a pretty good level though that sticks to that classic linear key hunt like Plan Ops. Ooh, stay on your toes with this one. Oh baby, it's got some traps and teases. The first tease is the level showing you the exit almost right at the start, but you can't access it. The first trap is after getting the yellow key. those weren't there before. There's this one evil encounter where you meet a baron while you are standing on this narrow platform. Gives me very heavy, hectic flashbacks. While still visually sharing the same textures of previous levels, you spend a lot of this level walking in blood pools. The last trap I ran into was probably the meanest. You have to go grab this red skull key, but once you think you're going to get it, where to go? Go back to this room where you pick it up and 2 Mancubi will spawn in. Again, probably harder enemies on a harder difficulty, but this is still pretty mean because anything with rockets is annoying to deal with in rooms like these. I do like the idea of it though. An excellent way to end this small expansion. Instead of having to go through secret levels to get the demon keys, the objective of this level is to get those keys. At the start, you are given an unmaker and need to make your way around the map to find the three demon keys and open this area to spawn in the Sister Resurrector. It's just a reuse of the Mother Demon model with a new name. Nothing really wrong with it though, since it is a small continuation to the base game. Gameplay wise, it functions the same as the Absolution, except this time you don't necessarily need to kill every enemy to spawn the Sister Resurrector Mother Demon thing. You just need the 3 demon keys. Every demon key also upgrades your unmaker, so you get to see the difference of the weapon's performance from start to finish of the level. Does this clip look a little familiar now? That's because I actually used this fight to showcase how good the unmaker can be in the original Doom 64 video, which will be linked. This clip is a re-recording I did, so yes, it is technically new footage. And at the end, you get the same incredibly N64 graphic with new text that summarizes what you just played. Honestly, I think it was a pretty good ending. If you have access to the lost levels, chances are that you have the features menu as well. To access this new fun level, you will need the features menu. Select the top option and scroll all the way to the end until you see the name pop up and click it. Right away, you are dropped into this big box with a bunch of pillars and a bunch of arachnotrons. There is a bunch of rocket ammo with a couple rockets to use the ammo with. You also get 2 megaspheres that heal you all the way to 200 HP and armor, and it does give you a much higher chance of beating this level. Very accurate to the name. You start with a pistol and you need to pick up the rocket in front of you, but the moment you move, every enemy will activate. After you kill all the arachnotrons, you'd probably think it was too easy. Well, I think Nightdive thought the same thing too, because the level spawns in 2 cyber demons right after that. The level ends though after you kill them, so don't be too freaked out about it. Great fun level though, Nightdive. And that just about does it with the lost levels. Something I didn't like overall is the fact that there was no way to get the unmaker early without having to use cheats. I feel like a perfect opportunity for Nightdive would be to have a similar super secret exit like in the first level of the base game, where it takes you to the Panic Fun level or some new level similar to Hectic and ends by giving you the unmaker early, then throws you into Evil Sacrifice. My favorite level in this definitely has to be Wretched Vats. I just really like the ideas that this one had, especially with the blue skull key trap area. And lastly, I preferred Final Judgment over the Absolution in terms of boss fights. The only downside is having to wait until this level to get the unmaker, but I guess it does give it that uniqueness. If I had to sum this expansion up in around 6 words, it would be if Doom 64 was made today. Things were easier to understand, levels were easier to traverse, and traps just didn't feel as threatening and almost unfair as the original game. And like I said before, this is the last Doom 64 video I will be making for now, but I do appreciate you all for going down this road with me. I didn't expect to like this game as much as I have, but I can't rate it as my favorite Doom game. That I will talk about later. But if you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like, make sure to subscribe if you are new or find yourself coming back to the channel, and let me know down in the comment section, have you played the Lost Levels? I know probably a couple of you have already played Doom 64 back on the N64, but I'm wondering if you picked up this version and played the Lost Levels. And what do you think about them if you have? If you've been wanting to play Doom 64 and you didn't even know that it was on modern platforms now, hopefully this video helps you know about that. And the last things I want to say on this game, you can pick it up on Nintendo Switch, PC, Xbox, PS4, PS5. You can pick it up on basically anything nowadays. And that's all thanks to Bethesda, id Software, and to Midway Games. For a Doom game outside of id Software, I think Midway actually did really well with this game. It's not my preferred one. It's not my favorite, but I actually really enjoyed it a lot more than I thought. So anyways, thank you guys again so much for watching today's video. And yeah, I'll see y'all in the next one. I love you all. Have an absolutely fantastic day.